Welcome to another Sewing for a Living tutorial in which I'm going to show you how to fix a broken zipper by replacing the zipper slider.
In this video, I'm going to show how to fix a metal zipper that has the slider missing and a molded plastic zipper that has a broken slider. The steps to fix a nylon coil zipper are the same. To replace the slider, first we need to pick the right one. At the back of all sliders, there is a number that shows the width of the zipper chain when the teeth are closed in millimeters. Here I have a bunch of sliders that are all 5s, but some are for metal, some are for molded plastic, and some are for coil nylon zippers. In most cases, when you buy a spare slider, that should be specified, but where I shop it's not, so I have learned to recognize which one is for what, and here's how you can tell as well. First, I'm going to show you the coil zipper slider. You can see that the part that goes underneath the coil is much more narrow than the part that goes over the coil. On zippers with separate teeth, those two parts are equal, as you can see. So how do we differ which slider is for metal teeth and which one is for molded plastic teeth? Here is the slider for molded plastic teeth. When you look at it from the back, it has smoother curves and the top part is wider than the bottom. The slider for metal teeth has more angular shape. You can see that they have different shape although they both come in size 5. Here I have another slider. It has a narrow bottom side and a wider top side, so we can tell that it is for coil nylon zipper. However, it doesn't have a number on it. This is because the slider is for zippers by the yard and they are usually sewed together with a zipper tape. You don't want to use it on a regular coil zipper because it doesn't have the stopping mechanism and gets opened easily, so it's not appropriate for garments. Here I have some zipper by the yard and you can see how easy it is to push the slider back. I'm going to start with the jacket with the metal zipper. First, I'm going to check if there are some missing teeth or damaged tape. All seems to be fine, so I think I'm going to be able to fix the zipper. Usually, I would go and remove the top stopper on the side with the retainer box on it, so that I can remove the old slider and put the new one on. I use a pair of pliers to do it. This one has the stopper missing, so I'm going to skip this step. Usually, I would check on the back of the old slider for the size I need. But this one is missing, so there are a couple of ways to find it out. The first is to measure the size of the teeth. This one measures almost 5 mm, which means that with the teeth closed, it's a size 5. Very often you can find that number on the back of the retainer box as well. This one says 5, so I'm going to use a new slider with the number 5 and the one that is right for the metal teeth. Then I'm going to insert the slider on the teeth starting from the top of the zipper. I want to put it on the side with the retainer box. Once it gets in, I'm going to pull it all the way down and try to close the zipper in order to see if it's working. I'm going to pull and try if it's working fine and then close it all the way up. Here is just one more thing to do. We need to put the top stopper back on so that the slider doesn't go out again. Often, spare sliders are sold with a pair of stoppers. Mine is sold separately, so I need to find out a way to restore the stopper. I'm going to use a hand needle and a thread that matches the zipper tape. I'm going to wind some thread around the tape at the place where the stopper used to be. This is going to prevent the stopper from falling off again. And we can consider this zipper fixed. Next, I'm going to replace the zipper slider on the molded plastic zipper. This one is at its place, but it's broken. Often the slider may seem to be fine, but if it doesn't close the teeth right, you still need to replace it. I'm going to follow exactly the same steps as on the metal zipper. First, I'm going to pick the right slider for the zipper, which is a size 5 for molded plastic teeth. Then I need to remove the top stopper with a set of pliers. This one is usually harder to come out and there is a chance to damage the tape while pulling it off, so be careful. It's out, so I'm putting the new slider on and close the zipper to see if everything is okay. And again, I'm going to wind some thread around the tape at the place of the stopper. If you need to fix a coil nylon zipper, the steps are going to be exactly the same. If you want to know more about zippers, go ahead and read the article on the blog. You can find it in the description. I hope you liked this video. If so, give it a like and subscribe. Tell me what you think and thank you for watching.